Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. DogMan Dan here, and episode number 2, more or less, of this continuing video log on things that are going on. Last episode we talked about why I joined TGN and why I have subsequently left TGN. I had to take off my firefall hat because I'm in the house, and while it's only 50 degrees outside, after a few minutes of having that sucker on, it gets quite warm. Now, no, I haven't shaved my head. I will do that this weekend, though. So for now, you can see all the grays. See all that? Look at that. Whites and grays. But hey, it's still a full head of hair at almost 40 years old. So anyway, in the last episode, we ended with, I said I was going to talk to you about monetizing your videos. And what happens when you're in a network and you leave a network, and how does it work when you're not in a network and you would like to monetize your stuff. And I hope this helps out, guys. I'm just trying to be as helpful as I can. And then I also want to talk a little bit here about where I now sit. Excuse me, I'm having a bad allergy day. So first off, let me just say, yes, I'm not in TGN. The TGN stuff that I created or helped start, like the TGN Army paper, the Daily Dose paper, where I worked with other people, where they started their own series, like the one that Stolly 111 created, where he's been doing a top 5 on the TGN Army, Pound TGN Army, where he pretty much follows the paper and the Pound TGN Army hashtag and finds 5 people that contribute the most for the week that he does it, and talks about them and talks about their content and everything. Those types of things, they're still going to stay. They're not going to leave, even though I'm not part of that network. But I am now part of the Game Mode 5 network. On my main website, nogcommunity.com, you're going to find at the navigation panel there is a link. There's a top link that says what is Game Mode 5, and then there's some subsequent pages underneath that as well. Talk about applying for partnership, talk about inquiring, talk about the newspaper that we have, Pound GM5 Go, hashtag the Pound GM5 Go daily newspaper, things like that. So if you are still inquiring about being in a network, or you had thoughts about whether you want to be in the network you're in, if you're thinking about leaving and potentially looking to get into another network that may offer you something better, there is an inquiry form there you could fill out, and subsequently there is also a link on the main What is Game Mode 5 page on my forums that will allow you to apply for partnership if you think you're ready to be a partner, after you've read all the perks that we offer. But everything is posted on my site for you guys. Can't believe these allergies. Sorry. But with that said, let's talk about this. So I was released from my network on a Friday night on the 17th of January, which is just yesterday because today's 18th. And while it was a week earlier than I anticipated, based off my 30-day contract to leave, when I gave my notice, I knew that it was coming. Having been in a corporate world, I knew what was going to happen, and I anticipated it. So the deal is, Friday night, about 8 o'clock, they released me from the TGN network and immediately unmonetized all my content. I mean, everything on my channel went to unmonetized status. So, until I get placed onto the new CMS system at the network that I'm in, both my channel and the Night Owls Gaming channel are going to be part of the Game Mode 5 network. And just to give everybody some update, I have been asked to be the community leader, if you will, of the Game Mode 5 network. So this will be partially my responsibility to try to find ways to help promote everybody, promote content, help out anybody within our network that has questions or maybe trying to get some ideas, to improve. That's what I'm here for. And I think that with my experience of 4 years in my own community, some prior stuff before that, currently administrator on multiple groups on Facebook. My largest group that I am an administrator in is a Need for Speed Rivals group. I've got almost 3,700 active members in there right now. I'm on Google, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, you name it, I'm everywhere. It's just something that I'm pretty good at, so that's why I was asked to take a role in that position, with helping to get other people, other channels that are smaller, how they can grow and how we can support other partners as they come on. There are a number of features that we offer right off the bat, but I'm not really going to talk about that right now. I want to talk about what happens when you leave a network and your channel becomes unmonetized, or you are a non-partner channel and you would like to have your content monetized, and you have the ability to have it monetized because YouTube gives you the green light on it, but you're not really sure if you can. Now, first things first. When you're posting content to YouTube, and especially in the gaming industry, you need to be very aware of what you are posting. The majority of the rules out there will say that you are allowed to post content like Let's Plays and walkthroughs and whatnot, as long as there is audio commentary and or as long as the gameplay is, specific and you don't pull out particular items from the gameplay itself and use it separately. So most frowned upon will be if you pull out straight audio, or if you pull out cutscenes and rip all the cutscenes together and post them onto YouTube. Game companies are not going to like that because you are taking those legal items that are their artwork and their stuff, and you are pulling it out of the context of the way the game was designed for you to enjoy and placing it as if you own the content. And that stuff, the audio and the video as far as cutscenes and trailers, that stuff is 100% legally the companies that it comes from. And they frown upon it, and so just don't do it. Just don't post full cutscenes and make movies into it. It's not... Unless you've got a written permission from them to do so, I wouldn't do it. Just be honest. At some point, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass, okay? And I've seen it happen to people. If you're going to do gameplays, do them right. Either have audio commentary, don't be afraid to talk with a microphone on top of your video, or do a full Let's Play or a full walkthrough, but everything must be in it. Nothing can be pulled out. Now, as a extra safety precaution, for every game that I post, I turn off the music. Yes, I turn off the music. Everything. Because first, AAA games tend to have copyrighted music, or they'll find smaller musicians and they'll sign them into a contract, and the music becomes copyrighted to the AAA developer. And so that stuff is copyrighted. And guess what's the first thing that's going to happen? YouTube's going to pick up on the copyrighted music, and it's going to block your content. You're going to get a content ID claim and or possibly a copyright strike immediately because you're using copyrighted music. So guess what you do? You go into your settings before you ever start recording, turn off the music, and then you're ready to go. Background sounds, stuff that are native to the game itself, that's all fine. No problems there. That is part of the game. That is part of the gameplay that is usually legally allowed. Now, with that said, I have been putting together on my forums a list for a while now of developers that have video policies posted publicly, and some that don't, but that have posted publicly whether or not you can monetize their stuff. And some that we've gotten no contact from, so I won't even touch. as far as terms of posting content. It is not a cleaned up version. Still working on it. It's very much a active project that will probably not end anytime soon with the amount of developers out there. But it's coming close to good enough for me where I'm going to actually take it and I will have it all cleaned up and posted onto the Game Mode 5 forums, and will be available for anyone to look at and note and see for themselves. And it will hopefully be a good resource, obviously for partners and for potential partners, for even people that are not partners. It should be a good resource to help you in terms of gaming videos, into what type of game videos you should promote, because you will have legal, well, I wouldn't say legal, you will have permission available from the developers to actually ad monetize your videos. Now, keep in mind, ad monetization on YouTube and Twitch is generally okay, but commercially commercially making the content to where you have to have somebody pay to review the content is not accepted. It is not accepted practice. So, while almost every video policy say yes, you can monetize with ad-supported content in places such as YouTube and Twitch, you will not have the right to use it in a commercial setting without full written permission. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to give it to you because that's legally their stuff at that point. They do not want you to have content posted on a site where somebody has to pay to get to that video. That would be a breach at that point, and it could legally be taken down. So keep that in mind. So with that said, one of the big things I've always done on my channel is, in the beginning, I made sure to have these letters or access to the terms. I always look at video game terms before I decide whether I'm going to post them on the internet or not. And I want to make sure I have my legal ability to do so. So with that said, the content that you see on my channel has very much, those games that you see all have the ability to be posted. Now, with that said, a lot of these things I have written agreements with to have them posted. A number of these, like Defiance, Firefall, Warframe, Orcs Must Die, Assetto Corsa, these types of games, they actually have their video policies posted on a URL link, so it's easy to reference. And you don't need to have an actual written letter of intent and authorization to do so. But EA games, every single game is separate. You need to have a written consent from EA to be able to have it legally posted and set up for ad monetization. If you're posting EA games and you don't have that letter, then you're taking a chance that some point, someday, they may see your channel and take it all down and copyright strike it, and in a minute everything you worked for is gone. Keep that in mind. Now, that's not to say you can't post content, but don't monetize it without having the written letter from EA. And it is a pain in the butt to get one, and it is required for each and every game you do and each and every channel individually. Some of the big AAA companies are like that. Others are not. Ubisoft has their policy online, allowing people to post, and they're very much about the user community and the YouTube community. And I think that with the new YouTube changes, it has taken a new light to most developers to come out and get those policies online, so that way there isn't any real downtime with the game developers, and there isn't any real downtime with YouTube content being created. So good on for the developers that have taken the time to do that. But I do have a list. That list will get over to the Game Mode 5 network. It will be cleaned up and easier, and I will try to keep it as a live going list. So anytime I get more information, we'll get it on there for you. Myself and the staff over at the Game Mode 5 setup Central will make sure that we keep it up to date. For the most part, you're going to find indie games and smaller publishers on there. And I'm perfectly fine with promoting content from smaller publishers and individuals. Because, hey, when you think about it, that's where you have the most fun anyway. I mean, no offense, but Battlefield, COD, those things, they're just so routine now. And if you look at the latest releases of these, they were all riddled with so much crap. They don't care anymore. They're just doing it to get a new version out every year to get that $60, $70, $80 out of your pocket into their hands. And the first thing that happens is the servers don't work. The games are ported from console to PC, which makes no real sense because you build the games on a PC and you write the code for the console, so you can do the same coding, if you got smart enough people, to write the code for PCs as well without having to do a full freaking port and fuck everything up. Excuse my language. But, so, what's going to happen is, I lost my monetization, so I had to go back and click the link to remonetize everything. Okay, and not everything is remonetized yet. I'm getting some of my letters together still for some things, and I got so many videos on my channel that it takes time, and I wanted to do them individually. So, I went ahead and I did them last night, and I got a whole bunch of them online. And the YouTube system is automated to the extent that it just picks out randomly games that it questions. So I went on through my stuff, and 30 at a time, I would click 30 at a time to remonetize. And what it would do is out of those 30, it would take anywhere from 2 to 4 videos and leave them as under review. Okay? And then I went to the next page and I did it again, next page and I did it again, next page I did it again. And I started with my Warframe, my Firefall, my Defiance content first. And then I'm slowly going back through my other stuff, my Minecraft, Sim Raceway. Thank you guys. I just contacted them only a couple hours ago to get some verification. They responded to me quickly on Facebook where to go, so I sent them a ticket, and I've got my authorization from them in a legal document to be able to get the content back up on my channel and monetized. Thank you guys very much. I think you guys got an awesome game as well. Definitely loving the new Subaru Impreza WRX STI Nürburgring edition that just came out. It's freaking awesome. I'm going to have some content for you guys on that, dude. I could not stop playing that car last night. I sucked so bad in the beginning, and that's the stuff that I recorded, so you guys are going to enjoy that. Man, I sucked so bad, but that car was so much fun that I played it for a couple hours straight. Couldn't stop. Same with the Assetto Corsa. I couldn't stop playing yesterday with the new content that came out. That new Lotus Evora GTE, the BMW 1M. Those are so much fun, and the stuff that they did to change as far as traction control and feeling the tires and the ABS and everything, it's huge advancement. There goes my eye there. Huge advancement. Anyway, so I found myself last night, as I ramble, I like to ramble, guys, in a position where none of my stuff was monetized. So I sent out for monetization on all my stuff, and like I said, I had a number of items that did not come back that got under review. And this is the email I got this morning, and I worked on this till about 2 o'clock in the morning, so I ended up just logging off the Ventrilo with the other guys that were still gaming and everything. I was just too busy concentrating. So this is part of the letter I got from this morning. Well, sorry. Move that back up there. You know, we can't confirm your commercial use rights, and please submit additional information for all these videos below. So here's one part of the email. Here is the, as I try to make that, here's the second part of the email. You can see there's a lot of stuff. And this was just when I did the Warframe, Firefall, Defiance stuff. Okay? Tons of stuff came back that they did under the review. And this is just, like I said, this is all just random. It just randomly picks what it likes and what it doesn't like. Okay, so I would go back in there this morning. That was only, I'd say just a few hours after I did it, the system kicked those back at me. And I anticipated that to happen. If you're in a network, if you're not in a network, this is what's going to happen. So you're going to click for the monetization. Some stuff will go through, other stuff will get kicked back at you, like this did. And depending upon how big your channel is, and whether you've been in a network or not, will depend upon how many things kick back at you. More stuff will kick back if you haven't been in AdSense long, or you haven't monetized before, that type of stuff. So then, what I did, let me find this here, is I went over to my videos one at a time. Let me see. And we'll just choose this one here. Try to get this on the screen. Okay, and it's just one of my Warframe videos, okay, and so it takes me over to this page here. Monetization, monetize with advertising, yes. I click, can I provide proof? Yes. So then it's got a drop down here for you to choose your best option. So the next step is to choose your option. Now, since I have said Warframe, Firefall, Defiance, they all have online video policies, this is what we do. We click, I have an online license for some or all of my content, which means that you have direct URL access to this source, okay? I know this is not, it doesn't read exactly what it is, but this means you have a direct URL to the source to prove that you can post that content, okay? So I grab the URL, and it's specific what you want to do when you grab the URL. Now you're also limited to what you can put in there, so you're limited in characters. So I grab the content. Excuse me for constantly grabbing my nose with my email or my allergies here. First thing I do is, in this one I talked a little bit, but here's the official for Digital Extremes. There's their video policy page, and I grab the actual section for monetizing ads, and I place it in there as well. And then I hit the save button. It goes out, and now it goes in the process of YouTube has to review it one more time to make sure that the link works, and that is exactly what it says, and then they'll go ahead and release it for monetization. Now, with that said, this can take anywhere from an hour up to, who knows, 3-5 days. Not really sure. But this is what the process is. You go, you click on it once they say they need more information. You leave the link, at least the video link. Now on my Defiant stuff, I put the video link in the specific term section because their term section was pretty big. I didn't put anything extra, just their video link in the term section for those couple ones that they question. But that's basically what happens. You just put in the information so that we have proof and whatnot. You hit save, and then you kind of wait. You wait. It could be 3 days, it could be an hour, it could be 5 days. We don't really know. It's always varied in my time. Sometimes it went right away, sometimes it didn't. But that's how you do it. It is, as far as I can tell, still a fully random process on deciding what goes under review and what does not go under review. And as you probably aware, like I said, I only post channel content that I can legally repost on YouTube, or that I have the ability to do so. And some stuff I just wanted to get some verification on because I wanted to make sure that their policy was still up to date. So that's why I haven't posted everything back up. But yeah, I mean, that's it, you know. So great for the developers that have posted these policies online, making it easier for us to find them and quickly get this project, this process through. Some other developers, it's a little more complicated because they've taken over, let's say, older existing games, and older policies are still in place that have to be manually changed around. But even those developers that have said that they support the YouTube community, they are working to try to get the content available to you if you get it flagged right away. They're trying to get it out as fast as possible. So everybody is working together in this industry to prove to YouTube that, you know, your legal scares about people posting gaming content You know, if it wasn't for the YouTube community, a lot of these developers wouldn't exist anymore. Because whether the review is good or bad doesn't really matter. It's if I don't know, you probably hear my one son screaming right now, so it's gonna be a fight in a minute, so I'm gonna have to log off here. But you know, that's the whole point of free speech and whatnot, is that we have the right to decide whether we like a game or hate a game. And just because I like or hate a game doesn't mean that necessarily you're going to like or hate the game. But what I'm doing is giving you my feelings about how I like a game or how I play a game. And it allows you, if you're not a person that goes and looks at a game right away, that likes to wait, and I like to wait a lot, because I don't think that every game out there is worth their $60+ anymore. Sorry, developers are getting too greedy, and especially with the fact that the content is all being delivered digitally for PC these days versus on disc. Hey, you know what? If you're going to deliver it content on PC only, and you set a price, I'm okay with that. If you're going to deliver it on PC and you're going to deliver it as a disc setup, there better be a difference in price where the media delivered electronically is going to cost a couple dollars less, at least $10 less than what's going to be delivered in a physical copy. I'm sorry, but that's just an opinion of mine. But anyway, guys, I do have some stuff on my forums right now. It's not very clean. I am working on getting all the stuff cleaned up, and I will have it over on the Game Mode 5 forums. I'm going to get you some links and information soon on everything. I'll probably have some links in the descriptions below for the Game Mode 5 network. Obviously, nogcommunity.com goes to the website. You can access the forums from there as well. You can access the What is Game Mode 5 information that I've posted for you. Comments, questions here, anything. I'm going to go deal with my kids here in a minute, and then I'll be back to do some more updates and give you a little more detail about Game Mode 5 stuff. But hopefully I've given you a little bit of insight. Hopefully you guys are still sitting around and enjoying this. And hopefully the monetization information helps out just a little bit to anyone that's wondering how to monetize. I still believe networks are the better way to go, because they can help you promote your content more than you can by yourself, especially for smaller channels. But it is very much something that you need to sit and decide what you're doing in a business sense when it comes down to this stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me go handle this fight between it before it gets out of control. It's always about the damn Nintendo. Who wants to be first player? That's what it's about. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Future episodes. If you want me to keep doing video logs, I may do them this way, or I may go back to the Euro Truck Simulator, or I may just kind of do a mixture of both and have Euro Truck Simulator going on in the background, because I prefer to have something running so you guys are still enjoying the content. But I know a lot of people that like to just minimize, like I do when I'm at work. I minimize and I just listen, and that works out well for me as well. So crazy highs. No, anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you understand we've got a big year coming. I'm going gun-ho. I'm taking this to the next level as a business setup, as far as in terms of what I've been doing, which is why the channel has been improving constantly. I have a lot of equipment I need to upgrade, and I will do that as I have extra money available. A little tough. Can't always do it as easily as many other people, because of course my family and my kids' needs have to go first. But I will keep improving as best I can, and I will keep watching, reading, enjoying, responding to all your comments, good or bad, and try to take that to the next level. So we'll see you later. Enjoy. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a lot more stuff coming up. Almost done with the the first PC game giveaway. That contest will be closing soon. So make sure you get in there and get ready for the second big contest. It's a quick hint. It's a Warframe giveaway. Yeah, content is going to be given away in Warframe. All right, catch you guys later. See ya.